This is a new segment that I thought of last night. I didn't tell Carl about it, so apologies if this only is a week-long thing. However, let's get into it.
Welcome to the Talk Nonsense Story Time.
So this is the first installment of the story time, Carl. I thought that we could do something not just personally, but more to do with football in general. And I think what we should cap it off with is probably one of the biggest teams in world football ever, which is Barcelona FC. Obviously, there has been insane amount of, they've just won the La Liga, if you look at the image right now. They've just won the La Liga, and that is included in the storyline. This is the end of the storyline. But we begin with, winning La Liga caps off a strange, I'm going to be reading it by the way, strange, sordid, and occasionally glorious era for Barcelona. Bribery, organ harvesting, and illegal orgies. It's like the plot of a soap opera. As they lurch from scandal to scandal, this is the story of Barcelona's last 5 years of hell. I do apologize for my bad reading skills. The saga begins in 2017 when club president Sandro Rosell is arrested on money laundering charges. He is eventually acquitted only after 2 years in jail. He recalls later, when I entered prison, they gave me 4 condoms, 4 bags with Vaseline. I was worried. There's more trouble when director of football Eric Abidal is accused of organ harvesting.
Okay.
In his playing days, the defender received a liver transplant from his cousin, but police secretly recorded Barca execs discussing the purchase of an illegal liver for Eric.
You would, though, if you could. You would. But desperate times, mate. Desperate times.
Insane. There are high hopes for another former player when keeper Victor Valdez returns as under-19s coach, but he's sent off in his first game and threatens Academy chief Patrick Kluivert, warning him, "Don't break my balls, Patrick, or you'll get it." He was sacked after 67 days. In August 2020, Barca are humiliated 8-2 by Bayern Munich. To make matters worse, Philip Coutinho, on loan for Barca at the time, scores 2 for the Germans. And when Coutinho wins the Champions League with Bayern, it triggers a clause that means Barcelona owe Liverpool €5 million.
Thank you very much.
After years of careless spending, COVID hits the club financially hard. They tried to sell Luis Suarez to Juventus, which I didn't realize, but it collapses when he caught cheating on a Italian citizenship test. After feeding Louis with the answers, an official admits he does not speak a word of Italian. In early 2021, another scandal breaks. President Josep Bartomeu, I think I probably said that wrong, is accused of illegally using club money to fund a smear campaign against his critics.
Oh my God.
Police say he planted fake stories on social media about Lionel Messi and Pep Guardiola. They raid the new camp and arrest him on the day. That summer, Barcelona hit rock bottom. Unable to slash their wage bill, they let Lionel Messi leave. As the club's greatest ever player sobs at a farewell conference, angry fans storm the new camp in protest.
It was a shame, wasn't it? Because it was mid-COVID, wasn't it? And he didn't really get a goodbye, did he?
Well, he could come back. He could return. The following season, morale is low. Do you remember this? Do you know what this is? Messi is gone. The club haven't got a pot to piss in, and they're playing it in the Europa League. Soon, the players turn on each other. Gerard Piqué and Frankie de Jong squabble after Piqué refuses to swap seats with then Frankie's girlfriend. That is what that is. Brilliant. As they mull over how to win Messi back, the club execs are caught slagging him off in their WhatsApp group. Screenshots show legal chief Gomez Ponte calling Messi a sewer rat and a hormone dwarf.
Oh, wow, thank you.
At the end of 2022, Barcelona finally get some good news. Way. Prosecutors dropped fraud charges related to the purchase of Neymar in 2014. Okay. But in the case reveals Barca paid for Neymar's dad to have an orgy and 200 coffees at a London hotel.
Okay. 200?
Yeah. Gerard Piqué, exhausted. Gerard Piqué retires in 2022 in December. His final game, do you remember it?
He got sent off, didn't he?
He got sent off before he came on as a substitute. He brands the ref a fucking disgrace. And then his words as a professional footballer yells, "I shit on your prostitute mother."
Okay.
It was
classy as always.
Piqué a month later. Do you remember what happened a month later with Piqué?
Is that the Shakira scandal? Or?
After he leaves Shakira for a 22-year-old pop star sings, "You traded a Ferrari for a Twingo, you traded a Rolex for a Casio." The next day, Gerard Piqué announced a sponsorship with Casio and turns up into work with driving this.
Dare I say that's quite good. Horrible guy, but that's not a bad way to.
However, on the pitch, Xavi's side are clicking and they march towards a La Liga title. But things turned very dark when, with another player that came back, Dani Alves is arrested over alleged sexual assault on New Year's Eve.
Am I right? He's still in jail, isn't he? He's still there.
He does. He quickly adapts to life in jail, swapping signed Barca shirts for cigarettes.
Okay. Don't blame.
And when things are just looking up, Barca are caught secretly paying 7 million euros to Spain's referees chief. President Bartomeu insists that they paid for information to counter pro Real Madrid bias. Okay. As police investigate, Bartomeu attacks scoundrels who are staining our badge, apparently. To cap it all off, by the way, a couple of days ago, the club won the La Liga for the first time since 2019. Conceding just 13 goals, by the way, which is a great achievement. But in their innocent celebrations were interrupted by Espanyol ultras chasing them off the field. So what is next for the football's greatest soap opera? And that concludes the story time for this episode. Cal, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's not a bedtime story. It's not one to send you to sleep, is it? But yeah, no, I like that. I like the new segment, and it's great to when you talk back about certain football teams or things that have happened, you forget a lot, don't you? And then when it comes back, it's mental, isn't it? You look at growing up watching that team and how classy and amazing it was, and it's really gone down the pan, hasn't it? And you'd like to see them back in some form of, things looking normal again. But what a story it's been! Very well told as well, my friend.
Thank you very much.